Okay, so we're back here. It is we got the Diamond Forest today about 3.5 hours, and then we had some pretty bad luck, but we didn't do it. That's the main thing. Like, I don't mind spending the whole stream in one rank as long as they don't lose any progress that I've actually had. We're good. And we didn't do it yesterday. I think we got close a couple times, but overall, I'd say it's a success. We started a Diamond 5 and a Diamond 4. As long as we get progress, I think it's always a good streaming day. So hopefully we can get another good one today, even if we don't rank up at all. If you don't rank down, I think we'll be okay. But that's what we're going to do today. We're going to see if we can rank up. The goal, just don't rank down, essentially, and see how far we can get. So same deck list as normal. However, if you guys are... I mean, I did just change out the... I did just change out the Dark Magician, Demon, and Soul, so this is a little bit of a fresh deck list other than the last one I've been using for the last 2 years. But if you guys are interested in seeing something super, like, I don't want to say super different, but even more different, when the new Dark Magical Curtain card comes, I will be wanting triple copies of that. Just because one card is a spellbook resolution and stuff. And if you draw triple copies of that, you're going to be searching souls anyway to send it away. So drawing multiple copies of the Dark Magical Curtain is not even going to be that much of an issue, ideally, because Souls is going to help you out with that. I mean, you might draw into 2 extra copies afterwards, but that's still 2 extra spell activations with the Spellbook engine. Other than that, this is what we're going to be using, and I hope we can do what's pretty unidentified for Endymion. You know, I never really thought about it, honestly. I don't know. So yeah, we had some pretty bad games. We had like this. I did a calculation yesterday. It was like 9 wins, 11 losses, which is horrible. But we didn't do it, so that's just hoping we don't have that happen this time around. Oh, got a coin toss. Nice. All right, we'll see if Konami's gonna gatekeep this. I still will skill both. I'll risk it, like high risk, high reward kind of deal. Okay. It looks like he might have a Droll. Not a Droll, an Ash Blossom. Okay, let's go. Okay. That's good. That is really good. So yeah, activating both servants is definitely a good idea. Okay. Alright. I know he's got Ash, but like, it's just free free whatever here. It's free real estate. I kind of still want to. Let's go match just still. Top servant. All those counters go onto the Citadel. Let's get the Magistrate out. I was thinking about adding service, but yeah. That's pretty good. Okay. Let's see how we can. I think we can do some good stuff here still. Okay, I think I have an idea what I want to do. Yeah, okay, we're gonna do this instead. Yes, okay. What did normal summon yet? But I think that we can get away with this because right now there's not much to pen summon out. Okay, let's go Jackal King over here. Collection over here. Because theoretically, I should be able to get those other activations from the Spellbook engine. Obviously, I have already normal summon, so yes, this could just make me crash and burn, which would be pretty bad, but, you know, I like a little risk. Maybe it won't work out, but let's see here. Okay. Yo, how's it going? Hello, Kaio Red 69. Okay, give me, that's fine. That's fine. Well, unless it's Purge. Okay, well... Hmm. Thinking. So I might just want to banish Jackal King for Demon to use the effect. I'm gonna just banish Endymion instead, though. I think that's just a little bit smarter. Because Magister will be able to... What do we call it? Magister will be the card to remove... to get big counters is what I'm trying to say. And B, if he doesn't Ash the Demon or whatever... Yes. And I use Souls to send away Talent instead, you know? He Ash... Oh, he didn't even Ash here. Okay, special summon... Yeah. We'll send... Banish the Endymion. I kind of want to send another Endymion, maybe? Yeah, we'll do it. We'll send away both because we did only use Fiddler's effect. Okay, and yeah. Secrets just to avoid drawing into another copy. Okay. Well, I was wishing I had talent still, but I literally did nothing. I think there's nothing there. Okay. Wow, nice draw. Now we got our scales here. Magic. How helpful will that be? Because considering right now we could try to fix scales, but also like, for I kind of don't have anything to pen summon out right now. Okay. So, I could, yeah, if I, let's see here. If I link to this Selene's gonna want to, okay, so Selene is going to want to revive a demon from Graveyard. And I already use a Deviant scale effect, so I do think that this is still better. Put the counter onto Jackal King. Just because, I'm gonna probably move those counters from Magister really soon. Alright, now let's go into Selene. That blue board that we want to search for secrets, you know, would have just gotten discarded to the graveyard with Selene. With into the void. Right. Okay. I'm thinking here. Put out 2 and 1 from graveyard. Did I have too many? Oh no. I think, to be honest, maybe just the best play is just to pen summon out Basilisk and Endymion, and then link Basilisk and Searles into IP Masquerada, and then summon out Graveyard? Just want to figure out which one gives me the most amount of disruptions. I don't know, maybe it's a good idea still to resolve Magister. Might be better here. Because like I said before, what did I say before? Yeah, there's not much to pen summon out, but I've already used a Deviant scale effect, so the only way to be getting a Deviant out in the field is either to use Selene's effect or to pen summon now. Now, we're already going to be using, yeah, there's nothing much else I can do here. Do that, and yeah, we'll keep Magister there. Who's gonna remove 3 counters from it, but I'm not gonna use the effect. Yeah. Would like to have kept talents, obviously, to look at the hand afterwards. But yeah, we didn't need that Citadel or the talents in hand if he wasn't gonna be ashing at all. And obviously, you see Soul send away 2 cards. That would have been perfect ash thing, you know, go -2 and don't even get a +2 kind of deal. Oh, that's fun. Oh, it's Memento? Okay. 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 Yeah, that makes sense. I was gonna say not Garura, then I realized, yeah, no, not Garura, obviously, because he needs two with the same type as well. Okay, let's see what happens. The reflection stone actually, yeah. Definitely like to be used spell card soon. Oh, that's 3. The Talents would have been able to look at the hand and send it away, but I never naive knowing that he would have would have ashed Soul sending away Citadel to draw with no way of knowing it would have drawn to a card that he would want to ash. Because Soul send 1, like I feel as though that's not really ash thing. Yeah, not sure what to do here anymore. Does he have... Oh, did he just add Combined Creation? I didn't see. Was that in his graveyard already? That's game anyway. I don't have anything after that because I'll be top decking. So Super probably wins this one. This hand is very, very trash. Okay. Yep. Roll Endymion's number one enemy? I mean, yeah. Okay, that's game. So far, the only two Magnet Warrior players I've run into have been on the demotion game. Right. Okay. Sand works. It's a sad day when mastery doesn't do enough anymore. That you'd rather, like, right now I'm kind of just gonna see if knowledge can get me stuff, but it's like one of those, do you want secrets to go through, or do you want mastery to go through? And it's like, well, kind of, if they had Ash Blossom, if I look at the hand, I'd rather mastery gets Ash, because mastery actually doesn't do too much at all. It's like I'd rather want me to get to draw into 2 cards instead of using mastery. Alright. Is my entire hand royal? Besides Gouda, I guess. Oh boy. Starting off with this is probably the best course of action. Oh. Oh, it was just called by? Okay. Right. Because pretty obnoxious. Oh, just okay. It's a cost, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Why am I going against platinum people now? Whenever I see a coin toss 1, I always think my opponent's gonna have Duel at this point now. I know DK said in his recent video, always expect Duel, but like you literally should always expect Duel because your opponent's most likely gonna always have it. Most likely gonna always... Yeah, I understood how that sounded. No, we just don't get it. Okay. His name is interesting. Hey, this hand's okay. Okay. I was too busy watching a video that VF just edited over. I didn't realize I had to remove my headset just to hear the music better. If I have Bistro, I might be able to get Zazen to trick. Maybe to trick Zazen into destroying Bistro and protect one of my cards, like I didn't do the other day. Hey, how you doing, Yugioh? Been a while. Hope you're doing alright. It's gonna negate a scale, I'd rather him negate service before Magister goes, because service is not gonna be able to do anything anyway. If Magister gets stuck on the scale. That name is just so interesting. Like, it's not just one letter out of, like, it's multiple letters out of place. Yep. I can't change this bestiary. Although I definitely would have liked to. It still doesn't do anything. I mean, I can pencil it out Magistrate. Yeah, which would still not do anything. Over the days when I can play through 5 disruptions, and now I'm dying to 2 mediocre disruptions. But then again, I'm also getting drooled every other game, so it's not like it's my fault. And it's not, Double Citadel is not what I like to see. I don't want to wait through Memento, they take 20 minutes. Also, why is Memento back? Oh, In the bright side, even though our stream is literally going horribly right now, it still ends in 3 hours, so it's not like there's anything wrong. No, yeah, nothing to worry about, is what I'm trying to say. Yep. Oh, I'm gonna mute myself again, guys, because I gotta review this stuff and help BF with the video that's coming out tomorrow, actually. Focus on the games, you can do the other stuff after streams. What do you mean the other stuff? Like, I'm still gonna try to see if I can set get the duel order up. Just finished the video, Duel would play, by the way, via, for the Moonlights. What the heck is this? Yeah. I mean, like, I kind of have to use a monster effect because what I'm going to do, mastery and at first, but you know they're probably going to have Ash in hand, like usual. Okay. Okay, wow, no draw is actually will be quite shocking. I'm gonna pen someone out first because the odds that they are gonna use their spell card to try to add stuff to hand might give me counters, you know? Also, if he's got an imperm face down, then I can try to chain and negate that. Oh, that's fun. Well, it's not droll. This is not droll. The silver lining. I would like it if that mastery was like a spell card like Institution or Citadel that I can just get some more counters here before I use Blue Boar. Oh, 8 and 9. Wow. Yep. So, what is he planning now? What? Okay. Oh, he wants to get that search off first. Okay. Okay, I got negates now, at least. He was really waiting for that, because he wanted to get one search off. By the way, he hit me with Maxi and hit me with Troll. Not once per turn, huh? Twice per turn. Oh, okay. We already pen summon. Just better to do. Tech tune, sleep, yeah. Pop a monster? I think it does. Oh, that's gonna get rid of a backstory and a monster, and then I will have anything. Yep. Alright, GG's. Actually, Duel, Valor, and everything. It's kind of crazy. Was the data mine OST? People are thinking that it's been just a story related. Data mine original soundtrack? Like, is that just that they're gonna make music for Magistus or what? Actually, a pretty good hand. But I'd like to have this on my demotion game. Like dual field team? Oh, that would be interesting. Okay. Get you Magister. Now, even if he draws and stuff, like, we still can get a pretty good stuff. Go ahead. Magister. No effect. Go ahead and... I wonder if with this Souls up in my hand, I wonder if I can actually get some, like, cool stuff here. I think I can. Let's try it. Let's try it. Endymion. Special summon this card. Probably sending another Jack King to the graveyard. Fight. Pop that Souls. Add back the Servant. Heal. Get more counters. Summon out 2. Go over there. Go over there. One, 2, and 3. Fire the gates and a draw. What do you guys think about that? What's activated? Oh. Okay, let it go through so I can get the counters for it, At this point, right now I have 6 counters on the board, and I need 4 of those counters for my Jackal Kings, which means that's 2 left over. Then I need 3 more counters for Magister, 3 more counters for Celine. So I need an additional 6 counters on the board. And this gives me 6 counters. Nope. Yeah, so it's 2/2 for the Jackal King and 1/1 for Servant Citadel. So that one spell didn't give me everything I needed. To negate that, just because if we need the extra counters, we could just manage this one from deck. Which I think I'll do anyway. 1, 2, and 3. Yep. We'll save that just because it's a good showcase under the roll. Duelist Cup. I still got one for the Duelist Cup. Oh, what if that is? I don't know what that is, but we'll still delete the hero stuff first. Judai, I think, is the name of Jaden in the OCG. They're Yuki, so could be heroes. Hand's alright. It'll be pretty good going first because I can play around. Okay, it's this. Give me a second, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, well he's done, it seems. That did take a while. Okay. Malice indeed. Yep. Ah, it's alright, it's probably just gonna firewall bounce some does it cards? Monsters. Yeah. Oh, okay. It just banishes. But I should get the counter for it. I also watch out for Allied Code Talker. This card skipped through. Very cool. Okay. We'll do this. Because he might think, oh, move 3 is gonna. What would I use Endymion? He might just use Crypto to banish it. Okay. That's awesome as well. Like I said, it's always the hand traps that put them over. See what happens. Okay. To make this work. Yeah, not a bad hand. We want to put into the extra deck. You did a high skill, so I think we're just gonna put Endymion the extra deck. Goals is okay. It could be better, to be honest. we might miss out on Pendulum for the extra deck. We link away Basilisk, we can't really summon it back. So if we link away Endymion, we can summon it back. I might do that instead, yeah. Over here, though, the best place for him. Service. I don't want to send a Jackie to Demon because I'm not going to be using Celine's effect to get it back. I think it's good end board. What do you guys think? So 5 negates, 2 vanishes with IP, and the Calm of the Grave. So 8 disruptions, upwards of 8 disruptions. Yeah, that go, mate. Transaction rollback is kind of concerning me. You didn't use. Oh, okay. So the reason why Sully, if anyone's confused, it wasn't sent to the graveyard by card effect. It was sent to the graveyard by cost, which is why Sully didn't search anything. It's not a light fiend. It is a light fiend. You can engraver, but obviously if you use a engraver, I'll just trade. Let that go through. Honestly, unless he's running multiple Lacrima, I guess. Let's check this deck afterwards, see how many wars he has. Oh, does he have a, oh, nah, no. 4-bit Bat, Apollo. The reason why I let Celine get popped, by the way, Celine's only a reuse of a negate if I get to use my Negan stuff, and he's not using any spell cards, so I don't really want to give up a monster negate to protect Celine if he's probably not going to even use spellless trap cards anyway. Get that rid of that. That's kind of annoying. That's crime. I'll just stick with this. I thought about maybe using Bestiary, then bouncing Endymion back to hand, and then using the effect to, you know, end summon whatever. Yeah, the issue is, what do you call it? And that's still 8,000, he was at 9,000. What are the odds he's got a monster in hand? I'm just not gonna like just stay on Jack of King. I did use souls anyway, so obviously demon stuff wouldn't do anything. Obviously, he could just redirect and just milk kick Callus anyway when he tries to use the effect. Okay. Concealment stuff in hand, looks like. That'd be good for Nibiru right now, if that was the case. He's trying to figure out why Phyllis can activate, I'm sure. Oh my goodness. At any point, he's going to be able to just clear out all spells with Dark Eradicator. So literally, like, he's got Eradicator here, and he's got Transaction. So obviously, this little duel is actually unwinnable at the moment. Maybe I could have used my negates a little better, but at the moment, this deck is the duel is unwinnable. Because even if I add 2 spells, they're just going to get destroyed. This is the deck. A lot of royals, it looks like. As I said, D barrier. Alright. What happens here? Send Endymion away. Oh, so no Nibiru. Don't worry about Nibiru. The active card of your hand cannot activate effects of monsters in your hand. Give it advantage at the end of the next turn. Okay, so we kind of know what we're dealing with right now. Although we set Endymion, we gotta go for a bunch of Endymion. So we don't want to use Desires yet at all, to be honest with you. Until we get all Endymions out of the deck. Because if obviously this card locks them, you can activate monsters in your hand, graveyard, and banishment. I mean, obviously you can still use monster effects in the on the field, but using that card definitely signifies that you're going to deck that. Does not kill about using monster. Okay. Yeah, those are some good draws anyway. So you have it summon out Endymion from deck. Electro might get the last Endymion, and then Desires can free to go, whatever. But yeah, we have managed it. Then we were pretty much set. We would end on triple Endymion for sure, and a Jackal King at least. Yeah. If and we ever get any Mythical Beast support, which I doubt ever will happen, Jackal being a potential starter could be pretty good. Like a Mythical Beast card that actually does something on activation, on summon, kind of a deal. So Jackal can summon it out. Would be pretty nice. With the way that they went with the Witchcrafter support, they made it so like, you know, the new Jenny, whatever, and Very, Jenny specials with any Witchcraft from deck, and Very does the same thing. So, like, they're not opposed to doing stuff like that. Very adds a spell, so it makes sense, you know. wonder what his end goal is. It's nice to have 2 spellbooks in hand, to be honest. Okay. I don't know what that was, but we take those. Ding. Okay. Yeah, the sad thing is that I can't magic out on the field. I don't have enough counters. But if this is materialization, I suppose that could still work, but I don't have enough counters to put that on the field. Yo, hey, Jake Quest, so I didn't see you. It's better send a message. How you doing? Hope you're well. Each card needs 3 effects now. Search, destroy whatever, control your opponent in some way. Yeah. Let's go ahead and get Endymion out. Let's go Electromite here. Just because he got double Electromite. So if he tries to negate it, I literally just go and do it again. Okay. I think about going Crowley, see if I can bait it out with Crowley. I mean, I don't need to. I could just go effect. Like, Savior? Oh, shoot. Using that more stuff. I could obviously put Magic on the field, but then I'm still trying to predict what he's got. I'll still go with the other Electromite. Secondary is. So this is cool tune, it looks like. It's got more, by the way. I also already normal summon, unfortunately. Which I'd like to go into Crowley to try to do the draw 2 thing, but I already normal summon. It's cool too, I'm most likely to be sure. Alright, GG's. What if I would have wet into Crowley if he would have scooped, thinking I was just still going? Because that would be pretty funny. I mean, seems okay. Ooh, interesting. Ash. How long should we till we synchro from deck straight? We already have that. It's the Blackwings have it. I guess we'll go Spellbook route. Like, if I really needed the counters, you know, I have it off in Citadel. While I try to get a draw too before I use Upstart, in the sense that I might get a counter holder. I'm good for no plates. That's good. We haven't used that yet, but here's the thing. Yeah, gotta go Void first, because you go back to your Servant, you still gotta use Servant first to get those counters. Alright. Okay. His name is interesting. Yeah, the new that's not really new because it's like old now, but the Blackwing card does that. You know, send stuff to summon up Blackwing and Dragon. Seems okay. Okay. Be a while, isn't it? Mitsurugi doesn't seem very beginner friendly, to be honest with you. Well, this game lost. Adds 2 Resil names. Okay. GG's. Oh, let's get the coin toss. That's nice. I don't think that there was a way to play around draw with this. It's only 2 activations before I gotta use a search. So we will just go with this first. Pretty sure it's got Maxi though. Okay. Draw action. Yeah, boy. That's what I wanted. Was debating whether or not to remove 3 counters, get Magister first, but I kind of didn't want him to Ash the Institution. I wanted him to Ash a Servant. Oh, there goes Citadel. Gotta watch out for that. Anyway, Endymion, please. Two, three. So it's a Jackal King. Let's do this. One, two, three, four, five, six. We technically have enough. Don't want to do it yet. We have enough, but like. This will play into Nibiru, but I don't think it has it. Or not. We're gonna get Bashus. Bashus move 3 to get the Jackal and then active it again. It'd be A-okay. Nice. This means we could get rolled because it seems like every second game, 2 games away, it's a draw game. Or just triple hand trap kind of deal. But we'll see, maybe we're wrong. Or it's a Fulos game. Okay, let's draw. I'm gonna use you to actually add a Endymion. I think that's the best one to add at the moment. I got an idea. we use Void yet? We did not. He's got something that activates a monster effect. No. Do this right now. Should have removed it from 7, I think, actually. Kept that count on institution. Four, 5, and I think we're just gonna try to pop 7 instead. Otherwise, we'd be out of counters, you know? That's good. Might you have activated Garuda then in this case? I'll activate it, negate it, and destroy it. Yeah, I would like to have used Garuda to get more counters on the board, you know? Wow. Okay. Um... Yeah, no, we don't need to put special summon it. Didn't really want to get rid of my Jackal King, you know. Okay, so no judgment, solid judgment or anything. I just saved the empty space for extra Mighty Master negate with Celine. Fine by me. Okay. That's after he had 11 cards in hand with Kuolos. Wow. Ferret Flames, yeah, there's a lot of things that could have went wrong. Battle Fader? What the? Wow. And the Fairy Statue. With a random Keldo. Fairy, yeah, no, Fairy is the first thing I see. Yeah, back to my rank-up game after 2 hours. But the coin toss is nice. I won't deny. Battle Fader is a fiend, and it can be bounced back. Well, it can't be bounced back, no. Because it says banish it when it leaves the field. So if you special summon from hand and at the battle phase, if you try to bounce it back to the hand, you will be unsuccessful. It will be banished instead. 60 cards. Guys, what are the odds that that he's got Ash Boss? I could go Institution and then mash me to get that counter there, but the same thing is just gonna happen anyway. Okay. I go Institution. Yeah, so if I can go Institution, remove a counter from 7 to get Jackal, no summon Jackal. Institution and Endymion. I can theoretically. Oh my god. I can theoretically get Jacking out and then demod. Looks to me like he's probably just got Maxi anyway in a in here. My opinion, grass over enough stuff debate. Yeah. And I'm a Section Master 5 for troublous hours yesterday. Don't feel bad. We'll do it as busted. I mean, I have been noticing some interesting things that when I'm going against Cooltude, I died of just 2 disruption, and that doesn't like happen. Like usually, like it takes about 3 or so. But like the stuff is like pop 1 back row on the field, and then negate once, and I'm just like, why am I losing to this? Like I had to go against 4 to 5. Usually it's by the 4th or 5th disruption that I can't do anything anymore. All right. We do have, yeah. Let's go for another Dragon King. Yeah, just making sure. Like I have my normal summon. I could normal summon it. Like no, I want to get those counters. I was also thinking that. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah. Just thinking. Do this right. Theoretically could if 5, 2, 2. It's 9 counters. I still gotta move 6 counters to. Yeah. We'll just heal. Well, hang on. Okay. You go 1 counter per jackal. If I this is 9 counters, right? Yeah. I have 9. So if I move 4, that's 5 counters left. I wouldn't have enough. The idea that I was hoping to go for is get bash this, and then bash this to a cycle back jackal, so that I can deviant pop. But then I realized, like, actually, like, that's not a good idea, because I wouldn't even have enough counters at all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Low counters? Not anymore. Okay. I gave him, what, 3 draws? 4 draws, but it's 5 negates. Peak board? I mean, I could have been a little bit better. I mean, theoretically, yeah, because of the 6th card, but we'll see what happens. Endymion can still bounce himself to the hand if I have to negate a spell the very first action. So, the issue with this is he could add Lava Golem, which is concerning, but I also don't have the right board presence to want to threaten Small World. Small World is also -1, but he could add a Lava Golem. So let's hope that that doesn't happen, but I'm willing to take the risk. Is this pure Endymion? Yes, it is. I'll show you. The deck list is pure Endymion. It's not just slop, it's not mixed with Premonition, it is legit pure spell counters. I call it pure spell counters. Oh, what is that? What? Wait a second, when have I seen this before? Oh, this is a, I've seen this before in the Rock deck. The Magna Warriors, for some reason. That's the last time I saw this, anyway. After also losing a lot of Quintosses, his hair traps, the shooting against his pop. That's a lot. It can be more interactions. Yeah, it's true. Almost forgot. They always seemed. Oh, okay. So here's the thing: Small World would have a 4-sided Endymion negate. Obviously, he could just tribute over the Endymion thing here, but I'd rather just let Small World go through and him tribute a card and get the counters for it, rather than use up one of my negates like that and not get the counters. Because now, if you had another Small World as well in hand, that's all used up. If it was Lava Golem, then yes, and then obviously negating Small World would have been the choice. But Small World adding a Kaiju is, like, fine by me. Because if I use a Endymion to negate Small World, I would have lost it in negate anyway. Santa Claus can choose what he negates there, but yeah, honestly, I would have used a Endymion to bounce himself to hand anyway. So this is the same thing that would have happened. What is this deck? Dead in Prison with Tenyi? Fortunately, I used Tenyi, Sword Soul, and Duel Links, so I am a lot more familiar with this deck than before. I used to think when I went against Sword Soul Tenyi back in 2019, that I just had to stop them from getting a vanilla on field. Oh yeah, this is gonna be the weirdest deck ever. And so I would negate Vishuda's effect in hand, then they use Ashura in hand, and I negate that, and then they would almost win Moe. Like, okay, just don't negate that. Just negate Vishuda's stuff. I'm elected not to negate this just because if I do negate it, Endymion can't bounce himself, and if that's the case, that means that I'm Celine. I miss out on a Celine negate. Be a follow-up, I think. What? Dragoon plus friends? Yeah, the morphing dry hand rip. I wonder how sloppy I can make this deck. Endymion can be extremely sloppy, but it won't be very good. You're more likely to have other cards be your show winners than Endymion. Because, you know, Petalums, you can fix it. What the heck? I thought he was going to add either Ghidorah or DMG. Which is the card? This one? Okay, I gotta negate this, because if he adds turn silence, he can negate one of my cards, and I don't want him to give him that stuff. Not to mention the fact that, like I said before, I don't want to use a Devious negate until I use my jackpicking stuff. You know, tell YouTube channel devoted to pure Endymion? Exactly. Like VF said, VF is the editor for it all. Oh. Yeah, it looks like it does have it. Wait a second. It's a machine. So he's already got that. Got that. You just used it. Turn silence just adds a shining sarcophagus. Or kind of mentions it. I know it's gonna negate Jacking's effect, but the thing I was hoping for is that he wouldn't get turn silence. But if he's already got it, then what am I worried about? Why is Reactor Dragon there? Wait, what? Oh, because it's because Gadget Monster. This deck went from standard to what? Yeah, I agree. But let that go through, just in the fact that Vishuda is very obnoxious, but if he adds the Ties of the Brotherhood, he won't be able to link away his Vishuda. And if this was a Spellcaster, I would obviously negate that Dark Spellcaster because it raises it by 3. Yeah, Future Silence. He wants to add the DMG. But we'll have to negate the DMG instead, I think. Because then he can banish it for D-Mod. D-Mod crash into Endymion, and then he could gaze into battle phase. Because D-Mod and Endymion seem to have the same attack points. What is happening right now? Malicious, too? I think I will let this go through. I said I could negate him, get him the silent, which are both spell negates. I have to. Okay. So he's got malicious here still for an extra level 6. It's weird. Yep. He wants to give up battle phase to get rid of Endymion. I'm fine with that. The slot for this opponent is just, yeah, it's extreme slot. Oh my goodness. This is the biggest slop I've seen. So it's Fiendsmith, Millennium, or what do you call it? Shining Sarcophagus, with Tenyi and Heroes, with the Diabell Star and D-Mod package. Hero connects to Fiendsmith? Yeah, because of a Dusted Gold, yeah. Go ahead. Oh. And then we got Aerial Eater here, okay. I have to say, Yugioh is kind of cooked. I agree. There's a dusted. He sent a Dusted Gold to graveyard. Got it. Oh boy. Okay, so what's Dusted Gold in hand? And Heroes? Yeah. What did you think of the event? I didn't play it. It is just regular Master Duel. Like, maybe with someone with hand traps, they'd have a better time due to the fact that they, what do you call it? they can potentially draw them into hand trap, but this one is just the same thing as before for Endymions. M7 I've seen it all. I mean, F7 is pretty common in Fiendsmith. Gotta remember that he cannot use Dragoon's effect to burn. It's just strictly a negate. By the way, he did it. It's 60 cards. He drew, what do you call it? The Fool Los and 60 cards and all this still. So how's your day, bro? I think we have 10 hours to kill. No. Not doing that. Regardless of how horrible things are, believe me, it gets horrible playing this game. You clock out after 3 hours. What's this? Chaos Angel? No. Bird block. Oh, is he about to go, Auroradon? Literally, all of this for this? I don't want to tempt fate or anything, but the only thing I was worried more about at all is Zeus, and he went... Okay. Yep! Oh my goodness, I was right! I'll add one card to hand to negate it with Dragoon. No, I mean, he's already got something. He went Void Block with a go Auroradon. Just because of Final Anomaly knows. Opponent gooning, yeah. Oh, I found... was almost charging. What did he add to hand just now? And he's out of time. Yep, I want to say I don't know what he was doing, but to be honest with you, I don't think the opponent knows what he was doing. I think he was just trying to strut how many engines he could go into at once. So yeah, this is the deck list. Yeah. He drew Fulos in it. Okay, so let's go through this in order. He has Fiendsmith, you know, with Yangzing, Jet Synchron for some reason, Snake Eyes, Magician Souls, Auroradon, Heroes, kind of, I know, Shining Sarcophagus, Heroes, like I said, yeah, Dia Bellstar, with the Lone Tenyi, Dark Magician, technically, and Dragoon. How many? Is this a record? Is this a record, guys? Pure slop. Steal 2 bosses, Dragoon, Herald, and Abao, plus the... What's the FTK? What do they get for the FTK? Is it this? Is it Droll plus Protector of the Sanctuary? That's pretty much an FTK. I'm looking for any card that has the ability to FTK, and I don't see it. Is it this? No. Protector of the Sanctuary? So yeah, it might be ready. Okay, like again if I saw that. I might be ready to play ranked again if I saw that stuff. It's not FTK? Oh yeah. What a list indeed. But I can still search. It's like the inverse of, well, Colossus. But yeah, that was one of the weirdest games I've ever had. I think if I negated a little bit better, I could have stopped more, because obviously the souls, you know, it's a little bit of a high risk, high reward thing, and it didn't work out too well. And I also should have just used the Demon's Negate earlier, because if I did, I would have gotten an additional negate with Celine. But no, I'm going against Richard Lee. Alright. I play Dino, but when I play rank, all I face were poor players playing Cool Tunes and Baker's OK9. Yeah, that's essentially, ever since Malice, I know there's been stuff in it before, but ever since Malice, Konami has pushed a one-deck format every single time, and it's really unhealthy, but it's what Konami has decided. Alright, this hand is doable. You climb while... I know, let's see what if he's got anything. Nope. Oh my goodness, this hand is doable. Okay. Jack of King first. We can do good stuff with this, I believe so. This hand has a lot of potential. Alright, so there's no monster effects in the hand. I don't have to worry about hand traps for the rest of the duel. Sorry, rest of the turn. I'm tempted to use Desires first. I was gonna try to go Knowledge, but I think I want to use Desires. Secret's gone. One Endymion gone. That's it. Okay. Let's do this. And let me just make sure I do have a level 4 lower spellcaster. Yeah, I do. I kind of just want to get Bash this guy out of the deck real quickly before I go. I don't want to waste these counters, of course. Like, who do you think I am? Bash this out. Okay. Then we can Artemis. My mouse pad is being pretty weird. Those are the better decks. You climb, you would get matched into that. Yeah. I'm not saying I don't want to play the game because of that. I just want to play against a variety of decks besides Go to the Vigorously K9. Yes, I haven't played Baked yet because I want all the pro players to get up to Master, then I will start my climb. See, that was my theme before. To start ranked to the latter half of the season, and then nobody will have anything. The issue is, they still have stuff. Let's go ahead and grab ourselves a... We got a lot of Jackings out of the deck, is that right? Jacking, Endymion. Okay, just gotta get another Endymion out then. Did we banish Soul? We did not, so we could theoretically. Electoral Might. Hello? Yeah, if we get souls, we can still send Cerebrus for technically good. There's a lot, so let's go Basilisk here. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna put a Jacking back in. Yeah, you're useless. Do this. These two. Because obviously, if he's using mainly a trap deck, I don't think Comedy Grave is going to do too well for us. Let's do this. Got one Endymion and one Jacking vanished. Since we put Jacking back on the deck, we can now mill it. Special summon. I think the Jacking King, we can special summon it from graveyard. And I think we are good to, Did I pen someone already? I guess I did pen someone already. Yes. Talons first, most. Then you. My, Into the Void I gotta worry about. Yeah. But first. Okay, we can still do a good stream, like a really good job here. Celine. Do that first bit, think, oh, use Match Tree first so you can get the counter off Celine. I'm like, I'm gonna get extra counters. Like this. Okay, that we can here. And I believe we have Magic left in deck. It's literally the only card left in the deck for a search target. Alright. Yeah. Yeah. It's like thinking, is there any benefit to waiting on Magic? And no, I don't believe so. Remove from the Draco Kings because they're gonna get infinite counters anyway. Get Endymion out. And then Demon can just be popping material. So I was thinking about, was it right to send souls away, or was it right to send Demon away for Celine? Because then I could have had a Endymion on in Demon zone instead, and kept that zone available underneath Celine, but I don't think it matters too much. Alright. So 10 cards left in deck is interesting. And obviously we gotta get by a Duel. But not by a Duel, Into the Void. So Duel's in my mind all the time. Do you play the deck where Kaiju can negate? No. I think Alpha is not that bad. Mainly the reasons because they don't look at my hand without without consent. Okay. Alpha's coming next to the format. It's going to be Synchros, Alpha, and Cool Tunes are the two current top decks. We obviously negate this. He's gonna have more spell trap cards that he wants to because this card adds a Temple of Keys to a spell trap card that mentions it. So I do not want to have to. Oh, he has a spell. I'll save my DB negate for that. Like, well, he's gonna have a lot more back row stuff to negate. So I'd rather do it this way, yeah. Because he's not gonna have too many monster stuff. So when he does use a monster effect, I do want to take advantage of that. Wait, do I see Endymion? Holy, I haven't seen that deck in so long. It's a good deck, yeah. It's just hand traps keep magically picking my opponent's hand. Deck is still great, like, but it's just that other decks are just crazy, and they always seem to draw the perfect hands. Yeah. Dolce didn't draw Super Poly. Was he winning on... He was on Mud Dragon, yeah. So, no, that... What to say? He can Super Poly then evenly match. I'm like, no, he can't, actually, because he'd have to evenly match first, so... Yeah, so if he had evenly matched a Super Poly in hand, it's not like that would have been too big of a deal. Wait a second, just KKO? Were you, like, commenting for a while and I've been realizing what deck I'm using? I just realized. Okay. We'll go Abductor first. Because if he's got, like, a Veiler, I want to get that count on Abductor. Unless it's an Imperm. Yeah. Figures. Power of the Grave against Imperm. Yeah, I don't know what you're saying, but I just joined because it looks interesting. Oh. Well, happy you're here. Yeah, it looks like this is just Ryziel, right? Ryziel with extra steps. I don't know if this Call of the Great does anything, but this looks like it's just Ryziel. What? Does Call of the Grave do anything against this? Well, I don't want plays as well. Yeah, does Call of the Grave literally do anything at all? Like, can it avoid me getting OTK right now? It's only water. Okay. What was that? Oh, this guy might get second attack. There. To be back in the Maxi ladder? Exactly, Triton. You seem to be obsessed with Maxi, though, I've noticed. Triton. We did, yeah. Some duels are lost from the start. Blue's name. Okay. Look, I wish they just fully banned the roach already. I mean, I agree. I haven't seen it in a while. It's usually just Fulos. I think Droll is a way bigger problem than Maxi, though. Like, that might be a potential thing, but no. I think Maxi says, if you keep playing, you're probably bound to lose. Droll says, you just can't keep playing. Because, like, I'd rather my opponent draw, like, every single, like, second passes, my chances of winning decrease, rather than my chances of winning decrease to 0 instantly. I think Droll is way worse than Maxi. Like, say you're going second, and they put up a full board and drops Maxi on you. Okay. Crap. Okay, well, I mean, I basically probably lose, but we'll see if I can overcome this. But if you drops a full board and then drops a Droll on you, what are you going to do against 3 negates that you probably could have done, but now 4 cards in your hand are useless? And you have 1 card that maybe works, like, no. Droll, I think Droll is way worse than Maxi. Maxi says if you keep playing, you lose, but if you don't keep playing, you lose? Yeah. Maxi is worse? I don't think so. Because Maxi says if you keep playing, you lose, but if you don't keep playing, you lose. But Droll just flat out says you lose because you can't play. Like, would you rather you go against an overpowered person, or would you rather you can't fight at all against anybody? Like, Maxi and Droll are horrible, but Droll says you can't play at all. Maxi says if you keep playing, you lose. Droll says, I'm going to force you not to play anymore. Like, I would 100% rather get Maxi'd than Drolled on, like, any hand. Like, most of the times when I get Maxi'd, I actually go, okay, well, this lowers the chances of them using Droll if they have it, so this is good. But if it's Droll, they're like, okay, well, that's game. Droll's, like, auto-loss. Maxi just makes it way unlikely to win. Droll makes it impossible to win. That's not true. I played Maxi and won, even if they draw a ton of cards most of the time. So it's the turn effects anyway? Agreed. Like, what with that other game with Labyrinth? 4 of those happened. And they drew 8 cards, and it went to 11 cards, and I was still able to stop the stuff. Now, you can always make the argument, okay, but Labyrinth with Maxi is it's not a good deck to resolve Maxi because you want your opponent to stop. Well, draw a Lockwood, your opponent will stop. You know, let's say the Labyrinth player discarded Droll, and I have nothing, and then they go, okay, now I'll set up everything I need to. Maxi, I can give them 10 cards off Maxi and still win, because if you hit the right stuff, it happens. With Droll, I get Drolled, I end on literally nothing, and the opponent goes full combo from there. It basically guarantees an OTK. Like, people might be salty against Maxi, but Droll has got to be way worse than Maxi. Because Maxi, like, I've said it before, I don't want to sound like I'm repeating stuff there, but Maxi says, the more you play, the less likely you are to win, and Droll says, you are not going to win, because you can't play. Like, I'd rather my chances get lower and lower the more I play, rather than me just flat out not able to play at all, and I just have to end my turn. Like, Droll actually skips turns, Maxi just makes it so you can choose, like, do I want to keep playing into this? Because you can still play through Maxi, maybe set up some stuff, and make it harder to play, but Droll, you just gotta end your turn. Engagement is good stuff. I think you shouldn't have mentioned Maxi. Wait a second, what happened here? That's a fair play. Here we have videos of him beating Droll over the place. Winning against them on occasion doesn't mean anything, to be honest. Have you thought of using Radiant Engine? I have, but there's not really any cards that really want to take out. Radiant only works if you are able to get multiple of it in hand. Like, you have to get 2 visions to make it usable. Otherwise, you're just adding MST, and MST doesn't do anything except make you go -2. Because you have to use the MST and pop your own card, so you're losing 2 cards just to get an extra counter. You have to get both visions in hand, or MST and others in hand, to make it work. So that's what I've gathered anyway. Gives you good stuff, I mean, sure, but I have Joseph Maxi is actually making a choice. Either choice is generally a different flavor of you lose. Okay, but like choice being different flavor you lose, but Droll just says you lose anyway. Like, I don't see how this is an argument. When a card is making you have a choice whether to give you put a lot of draws or not summon, when Droll just says, I'll make the choice for you, you're ending your turn, because none of your cards are usable. Like, I don't see how this is actually a point of contention. Now, some decks can play through Droll, but for the majority of it, no decks are establishing a board without summoning, unless you're just playing Floodgates, or Labyrinth, or something like that. unless your turn is already going to end soon. And in that case, Droll wouldn't have affected them anyway. Like, goes, oh, I don't do any special summons, you know? Okay, that means what? You just set 4? Like, that's the same effect as if Droll would have happened, you know? So, if you try to say, oh yeah, well, you know, back row decks don't care about Maxi, back row decks don't care about Droll either. So, we're kind of back in the same point. They cancel each other out. But any deck that wants to, like, play and do anything with their turn, they have to do a bunch of summons, yes, but if they also, oh crap, what is he doing? Most of the decks are going to want to, most rogue decks are going to have to, search their deck. Did you just negate that, though? That makes no sense. Very realistically, die to an Ash Blossom here. Because unfortunately, if this negates the activation, that also means that we don't get the effect, the counters for it. But that back row there might be an also trap, but yeah. My mouse pad is not working. I think I might need to turn up the sensitivity of my mouse. So is our hero arc done? We only I don't know why I keep having to say this. I've only got to use heroes for 1 season, and then we're back to Endymions. I should say my backseat isn't an auto loss, but in most cases I agree that Joel is more deadly in this format. I 100% agree with that, Confetti. Backseat, like, okay, I've won against Maxi plenty of times. And any deck can set up, like, here's the thing. You get Maxi, the argument here with this, like, with Droll is like, okay, well, I guess meta decks, some players' decks can play through it, and other decks can just establish hand traps, you know? So, like, you get Droll that'll, well, I still have, like, an Ash Blossom or an Imperm in hand that can do something. Same thing goes for Maxi. If you want to pass your turn, you might have some stuff. So a lot of the stuff said about why Maxi is an issue can be the same as Droll, with the sense that you have to stop your turn if you want to know what you put to get cards. Droll just makes it so you have to stop your turn, so you basically end your turn on nothing. Maxi, on the other hand, is like, okay, well, I can give them a couple draws and get a decent field, and Droll said, oh, I'm not going to get a decent field at all. I have to just pass my turn on nothing, and then I lose. Like, some games you just go, okay, I use this, search once, Droll, okay, GG's. Other things, I do this, Maxi, okay, well, we'll see what I can do here. I can give you a couple stuff here. Like, the whole thing is Maxi gives you a loser no choice. Well, Droll, there is no choice. It's just, you lose. So there's no argument, I think. You might try to come up with, like, specific scenarios to some decks that can play through Droll, but the fact of the matter is, majority of every deck in this game will lose to have to end their turn immediately after a Droll happens. That's just a majority. Backseat, you still have the ability to try to set up some kind of board, and even if you give your opponent 3 draws, if you set up a good enough board, like I said before, or something like a Towers, you can still make it so that your opponent still can't win. And if you negate the specific card stuff, it works. Droll just says, end the turn immediately. So, yeah. It's easy, but Droll is spent on the format, Maxi isn't. Like I said before, majority of every deck that's ever been put into the game will die to Droll. Cool Tunes dies to Droll. Like, they do, actually. Like, maybe they have some extra quick effects on the opponent's turn, but when I was using heroes and Drolled them, they ended their turn, like, legit after they synchro someone once and ended their turn. It doesn't auto-win against School Tune, but it ends their turn. That's my main board. Like Maxi, I would do the Maxi challenge, but if I see Droll, my deck is dead. Exactly. Droll kills rogue decks completely, but otherwise it's dependent on the format. Maxi, however, is good no matter the format, especially something that is the entire game. Maxi is nothing for Endymion, to be honest. Maxi is pretty obnoxious still. Somebody even asked in the Endymion chat, like, okay, if Endymions can play through Maxi, does that mean that if you have Combo the Grave and they Maxi you, do you just let the Maxi go through? I'm like, no! No, I'm still Combo the Graving that Maxi, because that card is annoying. But Endymions can play through it. Ultra is a Maxi easy, you can do 3 normal summons and give the opponent very few draws while still playing. Well, then maybe maybe I'm misinterpreting them ending their turn easy with. Oh, hang on. What did they reveal? It's wait. Okay, put Stitch at the bottom. Okay, that's fine. Maybe I'm misinterpreting them ending their turn with them just not having any other plays that they were going to do anyway. So yeah, it could be that. Konami should at least limit draw. Draw shouldn't be in the game at all. They want to say stuff like, "Oh no, like draw is needed because we need a we don't want an opponent drawing 50 cards, in the normal combo. We gotta stop it." Like, no, the only reason why you want draw in the game is because you do not want to wait against your opponent's turn, and you'd rather see draw, so you just have to wait 5 seconds to end their turn. Like, I think 99% of the time, you just want to skip the opponent's turn because you don't want to wait. The 1% of the time, you're going against Dark World. That's it. And if you're really, really, like, so adamant about, I don't want my opponent to draw the entirety of their deck, you gotta stop him, then printable try me that says your opponent can only add 5 cards to the deck to the hand. Or 3 cards to the deck to the hand. And if you go, no, that's not good enough, like, then you want to skip the turn. That's the big thing. If your opponent is restricted to 5 searches for the rest of the turn, they're not going to be like Darkwood where they search every single thing at all. But if you still think that's not good enough, you're just hoping to skip the opponent's turn and not have to wait through anything. It's not just we want to keep the combo decks in check. Limiting them to 5 searches is, like, not enough to, like, 5 searches is not going to be, like, enough to draw every single card in your deck. Like, oh, every single card I have draws 6 cards, so if it only gets 5 occurrences, I'll still get 30 cards. Like, no. That doesn't happen. They get specific individual stuff, and they get, like, what do you call it? Infinite loops of cards as well. Dark World does infinite loops. So if you're so worried about Dark World and stuff doing that, then they should have Konami printable Charmy. Like that, it says, obviously, when you have no cards, I can discard this card. But then your opponent can only add up to 5 cards. But no. Whenever you see, like, your opponent, you discard Joel and your opponent still sets up a good board, like, okay, I guess Joel's not very good in this format. Like, you're just hoping that your opponent ends on nothing. It's not like you discard Joel and then your opponent goes, okay, well, I'll summon out 2 cards here. This boss monster goes, okay. No, they just hoping that if your opponent, if you can't win after playing Droll, you just assume Droll is useless for this format. I've got very strong opinion on Droll. His hand's okay, but I don't know. Cool Tune is Cool Tune, I guess. So Rogue decks leave this guy out of here. Yeah, you're thinking Droll times 3 and then they play through Maxi. Yeah. I'm so shocked they printed the Charmies and kept Maxi legal. I know, that is very, very shocking. It's so, like, and the people want to say something about, like, oh yeah, Maxi keep the rogue decks in check. Like, you really want Maxi banned and you want to deal with 20 negates and stuff? Like, you have both Charmies now. There was literally no excuse for Maxi to be legal. But Charmy was the perfect excuse to finally ban the bug, but now Konami likes to watch the wood word. To be fair, Maxi is limited to 1 in OCG Master and ban outright in TCG. But Maxi has been banned from the latest OCG for the last 10 years. So it's, I mean, you can't really say with the Fool Los thing. Both cards are painful? Yeah. I want to get Maxi over Joel? Agreed. I 100% would take Maxi over Joel. Because, like, even I would take double Fool Los over Joel. Because while double Fool Los is annoying, like I said before, Droll forces you to end your turn. But double Fuelos or something, yeah, every single card gives put up 2 draws. But at least you have a chance to put up a board. Droll says, no, you will lose. Because I was lucky enough to draw Droll. Well, we also have a Charmy now? Maxis? Yeah. And to be honest, my opinion... Wait, what? He's gonna... Wait, what? But that card... Okay. I feel like that card could have been better saved later in the turn. If there is later, obviously, because... They might just draw me here and I lose. But imagine if they Maxine me here. I still would have a potential chance to win. You know? But if they draw me here, then that's an auto loss. Like, look at this scenario here. Oh, banish secrets? Okay. Look, he has cool tunes. Anything is possible. Yeah. If we can do it again. Oh, hang on. I need to turn up the sensitivity of my mouse. It's not doing much. To be fair, if you're playing a deck that specifically is good against Max C and is bad into Duel, I mean, I don't agree with that because basically every rogue deck in the game is bad to Duel, aside from back row decks and stuff. Like, I'd understand the argument if a Fluandereeze player was saying, no, Droll is bad, but Maxi is fine. Like, if you're playing Fluandereeze, like, you can't talk at all. But Endymion is not good into Maxi. It just is able to play, but my opponent still draws 6 cards in it. A card deck that's good into Maxi is Fluandereeze or Labyrinth, maybe Witchcrafter, but that Witchcrafter is bad at the moment. Endymion, it just plays better into Maxi than most. Obviously, Maxi kills outright decks like Mathfic and other decks like that, obviously. But, like, Droll kills a lot more decks than Maxi does. I know I play a deck that summons from extra deck and deck from Kingdom Come, and I still will accept it rather than Droll. Okay. Guys, guess what? If it was Max C, I would have been able to have an actual play still. But no. Tell me more about how Droll is not as bad as Max C. Witchcraft support is coming though, and Magical Dimension is named on some of their cards. Like, what? That's my childhood. I love Magical Dimension back in the day. I used to think Magical Dimension was the best spellcaster support ever. I was like, this card is crazy, and now it obviously is not as good. But I'm cool that I can add Magical Dimension. But yeah, the Witchcrafter stuff, I will be using Witchcrafters when it shows. Okay. Okay, so I will be using Magister first, just because I don't want Servant getting ashed. Okay, looks like he's got Maxi. I would love to use Servant though, but yeah. So this is a specific hand that this guy's name is interesting. This is a hand that actually plays well. Oh wow, he waited too long. Does this play well enough? Because I think he's got Lamol Charming or something in hand. That's why I'd let that go through, because I think I could do a good job, actually. I don't want to get hit by Nibiru yet, though. We're not gonna do this yet, but I have an idea what we can do. So the tune was using this spell card loops to take advantage of the Warlock. Yeah, tunes are pretty cool. I think it doesn't have him the Bolt Farming like his head. That would have been nice. So I predicted wrong. Fortunately. Huh, maybe I can do something else. So of course, like, I'm thinking, what if I get Bashless would turn Jackal King, and then go into Celine and swim back out the Jackal? No, I don't think so. I think that's good enough. How good is it if I go into Electromite? Say I go into Electromite, serve it in Endymion. Then I pop the Electromite and the extra boss. So in the demon, go to Electromite. That might be able to be good. So this is be just 3 disruptions, by the way. If I link to Celine, that's 3 disruptions, which is okay. He's got 3 cards in hand. But if I go serve it in a Endymion into Electromite, right? Electromite, put whatever. Electromite, pop the Electromite in the extra boss zone to add back a card like Endymion. Then I can go Electromite and Jackal King into Celine to get counters. And then I can Endymion pen someone out from extra deck. Which is 4. Yes, I think we'll go that way. I think we could do that. We'll lose some counters, but I think it'll work out. Yeah, that's it, because be a little bit low on counters, but still, I think we can make this work. Oh, we'll be out. We won't be able to negate a. Oh, one more counter. We'll be able to negate a back row. Technically this is 4 disruptions, but we don't have any means to negate a back row. So yeah, obviously negating the Duel Lockwood would have been better for us. Would it though? Now that I think about it, because we needed that call by the game to get the 3rd counter on Servant. The only time here that would have been useful for getting an extra hopefully it doesn't start off with a board breaker. Okay. You can get that. Gotta negate that. Can't let him get Yugioh out in the field, because then if I negate and destroy Yugioh, then he's going to get what do you call it? What do you call it? He's going to get a Yugioh on the field, and I don't want that to happen. By the way, he already had Nightmare Pain in the hand, too. Yes, you can go. What's happening? Actually, I think more fun part is that they managed to get the effect just back to their whole identity, like tunes in there. Yeah, it's true. They do dodge all this stuff. I don't think he's got a way to win this. Yeah, he's gonna use the effect to try to shuffle in to get his stuff. I think that's all he's got. But in the main phase, let's do this. See if he uses Yubel's effect. Right. I have enough counters to Endymion pop too. Like, tunes don't negate your stuff. Their effects go off at the start of resolution. They just simply dodge your stuff. Yeah. Okay. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. And obviously this doesn't trigger anything yet. I just need to get enough counters to negate Yubel twice. Which, I think this just gives me enough counters to negate Yubel twice. Or, you know, I could just do this. And one activation gets me enough counters to do that. Okay, so unfortunately we don't derank right now. Right. You can't beat Tune by battle if they full combo and they know your hand. Okay. The only thing I dislike from the theme is that they aren't actual tunes. You think we'll get a tuned Dark Magician gold retrain? Okay, there's escape. I was about to say, is this not the Unchained Engine? Wow, this is roiled out too. Seems like the only people not playing meta are the people who have roiled out decks. Kinda cool, to be honest. App searchable. That's just searchable to piss space over the field of the deck. But yeah, if you keep talking all this stuff about tunes and you don't want to go against my Witchcrafters with it on Master Duel Pro. We're gonna get a tune DMG trade. We have to, yeah. Okay, hand's good. Hand plays better to Duel, to be honest with you. Okay. This guy was on his promotion game, honestly. I know Kratos from God of War says do not feel for your opponent, they will not feel for you, but man, I've been there. Yeah, the demotion game is just worse luck, and then oh wow, it's ban again. No, I don't feel bad for him anymore. You know why? You guys, I saw it right as I was leaving. You guys see what I saw? It's right there. Oh yeah, yeah. Very very cool. We take those. My hand was really good though. Like that hand, if he drolled, I would have been okay with that hand. This hand's alright. I mean, I like the hand, but like, Full Tune is pretty annoying. Still. Yep. You get to be his party pooper? Yeah. This is Fusion Deployment, but for synchros. So we're gonna get, I just realized something. We have fusion bosses that need specific materials, and we have synchro bosses that need specific materials. There aren't any X to Z bosses that need specific materials either. So, with the specific materials things, does that just end with synchros? Or do rituals need specific materials? Oh, okay. Isn't that card supposed to be banned? Yeah, okay, no. We don't gotta wait anymore. Like, theoretically, I could draw into a level 4 lowest spellcaster, and then use the effect to try to banish it. Except then he'll just negate it, because... Or he'll just pop the body I have on the field. Expand gets banned? Yeah. Yeah, I have an out to it, but he'll just negate the out. Magic is in the hand. I didn't have the level 4 lowest spellcaster, of course. But, you know, usually when I put a body in the field, Kultun immediately synchro summons and pops the body. So, like, even if I was lucky enough to draw the level 4 lowest spellcaster, he would just pop the body. And even if he didn't pop the body, they usually summon RS or Zazen or something. And negate the card anyway. I can't wait for Rose Whip Ban. Kultun players that use are cowards. Yeah. People who use non-arc type floodgates in general are cowards. Like, people who use Dimensional Barrier, like... Duel Lockwood too, people just don't really care. But I did use Duel Lockwood in Hero, so, like, I'll be honest with that. Like I said, I've never had an issue with archetypal floodgates. Unless they were super, super overpowered, like Kali Yuga. And it'd be used in a triple D deck, and then I'm like, okay. Or, then again, I'm trying to think of King Calamity, Hot Dragon Archfiend. That's a Red Dragon Archfiend card, right? Has they ever summoned it in RDA? Yeah. Like, if I see a Naturium player and they summon an Naturium Beast, I'm just like, oh, you coward, you're using a Naturium Beast. Like, well, yeah, it's still a card. I'm not going to complain about that. But if I see him, Magnet Warriors playing Naturium Beast, I'm just like, what? Seriously? Okay. And if I see Dynamorphy playing a Summon Rextrum and I lose to the Floodgate Rextrum, I'm just like, I mean, it's their deck. Their deck beat mine, yes. But whenever I see them, like, flip DBLU and Labyrinth, I'm like, okay, yeah, Labyrinth didn't do anything, DBLU did that. Like Radiant Typhoon or the Happy Trap? Yeah, the Harpy Trap as well. Endymion actually doesn't lose to the Harpy Trap. They'll just lose to everything else that when I try to play through the Harpy Trap. Ooh. Pilgrim Reaper, what? I thought it was going to be Caesar. So is this Teal? How many cards in this deck? Oh my goodness, what is this? Oh, what did he mill? Souls and wait, look at this. Everything that's been in there in rotation so far, every single card has been a spell card except for Souls. I'm looking at that like, wait a second, why are there so many spells? I like seeing all the spells. Is this Yugioh? Oh my goodness, it's a lot of spells. That's probably another gen deck. Well, that's because most of the trap sucks too. Okay, hashtag Christia, yeah. I mean, that's fair VF. It's scary when the opponent plays cards, so you prefer they don't play it. Goes to FTK. This guy is after my heart. Yeah. Okay, guys, don't even get me started on the Harpy's Featherstorm trap. Like, okay, so I think the Harpy's Featherstorm trap, that one, and Branded Expulsion, those two cards are evidence that Konami does not know how the game works. It's like, hear me out here, by the way. Look at Harpy's Featherstorm, the effect of Harpy's Featherstorm that says, if you control a wind monster, negate any activated effect that your opponent controls. You know, kind of a deal. Which is already overpowered. Like, Konami should already know that that is one of the most degenerate effects ever. But then they add the clause, if you control a Harpy-leading monster, you can use this card from your hand. It makes it sound like, oh yeah, you know, it's a trap card. You don't want to use it because it's so slow. You have to use it in your opponent's turn. But we're going to reward you for using it in a Harpy deck because you get to use this from your hand. See, by doing it, by doing better stuff here, you know, by doing what you're supposed to be doing, we'll reward you. And then there's like, nobody wants to use it during their own turn though. We want to use it at the opponent's turn because wow. I was trying to bait out for an Ash Blossom, but yeah. Actually, I'm getting rid of Blue Boy, because Souls would be able to send secrets. Nice. So yeah. It's like Konami's like, see, it's bad to use it during the opponent's turn, but see, we're gonna let you use it during your own turn, so actually, you know, warrant it being decent. Like, no, it's already insanely overpowered. That and Brand Expulsion. The effect that says, tribute a fusion monster to special summon one monster to each side of the field. But if you tributed a, if you attributed a what is it called? A branded infusion monster, you could summon both to your field instead. It makes it sound like the oh my goodness, talents is turned on now. It makes it sound like the bad effect is to summon it to your opponent's field. Like, nobody wants to summon it to your field. However, you can get to summon it to both your field, and you don't have to have your opponent have a body. I was like, but you want your opponent to get the card because you can floodgate them. It's like one of those, like, Konami, do you understand that you gave the easier to use effect, the better effect, and then the harder to resolve effect is the worst, lesser one of them all? It's like they don't understand the fact that you don't want to give your opponent, you don't want to keep both cards. You want to give your opponent the card so you can just win. Yeah. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk, by the way, guys. Can I just win from here? Let's see, 9,000. Yeah, I should be able to win from here. And also, if I mill and negate as well, I will be able to summon it from graveyard with magic. Did I mill one? Kind of. Close enough. Then again, I don't want to do that. We're gonna do that first. I don't want to use a demon's effect yet. Split out Jack and King. Because if I use magic to split out from graveyard, what do you call it? I won't have enough room for the Endymion pop. One to 6 cards. Every single monster on the field. Every single monster that I have on the field. Go ahead, fool us. Alright. Thinking 300, but I still have enough. Yeah, I still will. I still will. No. Think we'll still have enough? Yeah, I'll have like 400 points more higher. Okay. We're not attacking with the Servant until like way at the end. In case he tries to block last attack with something. Servant can attack directly. We gotta do it, man. Behold the Mac V? The Mac V? Oh, the Mac C, okay. I was like, what? Whoop-ow! Okay. Another yeah. What the heck is this been bored with? DDD Vice King? Oh my goodness. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. This Vice King as well. But like I said was with Brand Expulsions, the whole idea that Konami doesn't understand that it's like, oh, if you do something that's harder to accomplish. What's this here? If you do something that's more difficult to accomplish, then you get to put both bodies in your field. So we'll go to reward you for going the extra mile, kind of a deal. I was like, but no, like putting floodgates in your opponent's board is the whole reason why it's like that. What do you call it? That overpowered. It's if I had to give an example, I'm just like tribute 2 monsters to draw 2 cards. But if you tribute 4 monsters, you can draw 1 card instead. It's like, wait, what? Blazing Confetti, thank you so much. You just got 5 negates. Good job. But yeah, you see what I'm saying? Like, tribute 3 monsters to draw 2 cards. But if you tribute 2 monsters instead, you can draw 1 card instead of 2 cards. It's like, why are you giving the harder to accomplish task the weaker effect? And that's what I mean by Brand Expulsion. But if you tribute a Brand Infusion monster to use this, you can get both cards instead. Like, no, the better effect is to give your opponent the floodgate. It's like It's like tribute one dark spellcaster to destroy all cards it controls. But if you tribute a dark magician monster, you can destroy all cards in the field instead. I was like, what? Wait, what? You guys understand what I'm saying, though, right? His hand's okay, but we'll see if Duel says anything about it. What the? Oh, okay. I was about to say, like, wait, but I forgot that Dumont to book the graveyard. Okay, what's he building here? Oh, it's Orcus. Bruh. Hard Porous full combo. Again, let's be real. Even if he didn't build anything, he could still summon back by Basilisk, go into the Nightmare or Mermaid route. Oh, he's still gonna do that anyway. But yeah. And almost a full Royal Hand there. Is it? Oh yeah, because Into the Void. Wonder how many people I flashbanged. They're losing connection. It's just the size. Against games that try points PC? Exactly. By the way, BF. Is there anything else you need done with the the new video? Yeah, besides the dual order, is there anything else that you need me to go in before you can start compiling it all together and asking me you know, for final thoughts? Yeah, Crescendo is pretty bad. Pretty bad for me, I would say. By the way, guys, we were talking about. I still make my prediction. If Endymion gets support, if it does, it'll be kind of cool. It'll happen on the beginning of the second week of May. That's my prediction. If it's gonna take after the Witchcrafter ones, which Witchcrafter support, they showed up. The Witchcrafter cards came out on like April 8th, April 7th or 8th. And then the Witchcrafter lore video, I think, or was it Alistair lore video? One of the two, came out at the end of the month, the last week in April. And then they said that in the last week of May, there's going to be the Endymion video, Endymion lore video, which means that if a lore video from Magicians came out at the end of the month April, and then the Witchcrafter support came out at the beginning of April, then I would assume from ratios here that if the Endymion video comes out at the end of the month May, then the Demon support, if there is support, would come out in the beginning of the month May, which I would assume the second week, because like 7th or 8th kind of a deal. Having said that, unless there was anything to be done on the light, it should be done on the order. Little Light's good, except one thing with the VF. I don't really like the ending. I don't know, just hearing my voice is really weird. I know a lot of people on stream had been hearing that for the last 3 years, but it's just weird to hear that on a video. It's gonna catch people off guard, and I don't know if in a good way. Though we could always ask Slayer to see what he thinks. Okay. Anyway, funny story. I'm sure I've said this before to you. Servant was limited in TCG for the longest time, but I still used Endymions in TCG all throughout that time. Well, I don't know if I would say all throughout. There was still the lockdown that happened. But throughout that time, I was using Servant at 1 and still making the deck work. And then the ban list that put Servant to 3, I was like, oh my goodness, I put it to 3. And then one of the games I had during that locals I went to, was a tournament thing. I drew triple Servant like this, and I was so flabbergasted. I showed my opponent, like, look at this. And he goes, what's the matter? Isn't this what you wanted? Oh my goodness, it made me laugh so much. my goodness, is he just gonna send them away? Ooh, baby! Ooh, baby, a triple! Yes, exactly. That's not a good sign. Who has summon Droll? Wait, I didn't even notice. Did he summon Droll? Oh boy, that's not a good sign. Remember, guys, Maxi is worse than Droll. He's gonna crescendo this, I imagine. Oh my goodness. I kind of imagine he's scared of Servant. Fancy ball. Huh. What does this do? Wow, okay. I wonder what the opponent's thinking here. Gonna crescendo this though. Yeah. Got a fourth one? I imagine the opponent right now is thinking right on his mind, you got a fourth one? I fully think that that's what he's thinking. Oh, I really thought I was going to see Duel. But does not like that lady exactly. Fun fact, if this goes through, I can search her again. Yeah, it looks like it's gonna do that. Because Bash just can put Server back in the deck to search again, which would be so funny. But yeah, I don't have anything here. Because if I go Bash 2 to add Magister and then try to knowledge it away, he's just gonna, yeah. Yeah, I don't got anything here. He's looking for it. Yeah. Oh well. That's 4 removals. Can't really play through that. It is funny that triple servant actually was relevant. Because yeah, I was gonna go Service, add bash this several servant into the deck to draw one, and then bash 3, add that servant back that I just shuffled in. Can I go ahead and coin toss? Yeah, tough. Right. Except those second turns. Nope, except the second. Oh yeah. Can I win a coin toss? No. You will go second and like it. Like, oh. Okay. Hold up, doesn't K9 barely have any responsive spells? K9 is easy. It's just the Vanquish Soul Potion that does anything. The only thing I gotta worry about K9 is the Force Release and the Draw Lockwood that they always have in their hand. But yeah, K9 is nothing. If it's just K9 and nothing else, it's just Force Release I gotta worry about. All this stuff is just Monster in hand and Monster Graveyard, so the only thing is really just Souls. I always see Garuda, but Garuda's not gonna get a chance to trigger. You should see my replay on breaking a full typical Yummy board, Yummy deck, or 2 Lego end board. Nice. Okay, maybe after this. I usually like to only stream for 3 hours, like I said. Internet, hello? Is he gonna scoop? Is it? Come on. Guys, look at... Yes! Let's go! We take these! We take those! Guys, it was the Royals that fried his internet. Even though he couldn't see any of them, it was the game just knew that they were in my hand. I take those actually, except we play submissions for editing. Can I get a coin toss? Yes. Luxu? He does that a lot too. It really pays to be hardwired into the internet. Into my Wi-Fi box. Oh man. See, Gamma is really good against this. All day, baby. Dude's computer tried to load all the RAM and said nope. Yep. Doesn't the Link 4 take the token, by the way? Like, it's not like, oh, I have a token, so maybe I can, like, you know, link it away for stuff. Like, no, like, it just thought it takes the token. Also, pretty sure Link Kribo, I still have that, don't I? Yeah. So, you know, guys, Relinquish Anima does not work with the level up with tokens. So, in what do you call it? TCG by locals, one of the people was using Jurassic. It wasn't Jirac, it was dinosaurs, the original dinosaurs with Misk and, you know, Pop the Baby kind of a deal. And he was always giving me a token and I always link it away for either Link Kribo or Anima. And then, like, after, like, what, 10 or so games, it was a while, I finally read Anima, Relinquished Anima, and it's like, 1 level 1 monster, accept a token. I'm like, oh crap, I've been cheating this whole time. So then I probably only did Link Kribo. I don't expect to keep this card at all. But if he does somehow let me keep the token, then SP Little Light can go hard. Because I can link it to Link Kribo, and then Nope Sword Bash just can SP. However, you know, if he just sets up Crescendo, it's like it's not like that. It's just gonna negate both SP effects. Take a look, and I bet the opponent senses the needing power. I replays my deck out, replays a Breaking Mitsurugi as well. Dinos, exactly. Sure, we could maybe check some out, if we end up stream soon. I'm either gonna end stream and I get Diamond 3, or if I go all the way back to Diamond 4, the bottom of Diamond 4. Not the demotion thing, but the bottom of Diamond 4. Yeah, looks like he's just gonna use this effect, right? Oh, he's only got 1. He's gotta banish another card to make that work. Which he's about to do. Such a those arrows are so weird. By the way, I would like to understand something. Some people were trying to say that the main phase effect, this card's in the graveyard, is not a quick effect. Even if the field spell's out, is there something to do with the graveyard effects never being treated as quick effects like this, unless it says quick effect, or are they just wrong? Also, just KKO, Justy, thank you so much for the follow. You just got 5 negates. That's probably what I would have to deal with. I should know. I was subscribed. Yeah. This is completely quick with follow your channel. Yeah. Yep, there it is. The link also is in the About Me section on the profile of Twitch, and also the Discord is on there too. I can do more than 5 negates. Yeah, I'm sure. So yeah, I'm In all of the videos that VF and I edit over, you can also find VF's YouTube channel in the descriptions of them. It's the very top of the description after the stuff. He's setting up boards. Ah, exactly. So yeah, you can find the YouTube in the About Me section there, and then in the descriptions of the actual compilation videos, VF's YouTube channel is there as well. Ah, guys, you think we should lower the time limit? We should just have the 30-second festival. Just be the 30-second extreme duel, tryout duel. Should just be the just how it is. Let's make it 35 seconds because my deck just might need those extra few seconds. The issue here with the tryout duels is that it doesn't encourage people to go fast. It just encourages them to run floodgates. And nothing there was a long while, but I have a videos there very soon. Already have some stacked up. Yeah. And then when tunes show up, VF is gonna start uploading tune videos. Yep. Gonna start doing tune replays. Do I like comment? Okay. Yeah. I still will. You might think like, okay, well maybe you could like normal summon and do all that stuff. If Mythical Beast gets negated in the scale, that's just done for everything. So I'd rather just try collecting gathers. Unless he just uses a crescendo on this, then okay. We always use draw one spells first in case we draw to another card that holds counters. Because like if we go Institution and then Void to draw one, and then we draw into something like Citadel or Reflection or Servant, then yeah, I would rather have use Institution after I got all that stuff out. Obviously, this plays didn't stop, but what else am I gonna do, you know? Those Linkios are so weird. Eh. I don't really see anything here. Like, I could just let that not go through. I could just let the Link 4 go through, and then he just takes Jackal King anyway, and then I have to deal with another negate. Or I could use it up right now. Bro was learning the tech before it even released. I'll see, I might legit play you with tunes once I learn how to not suck. Yeah. Ooh, maybe we should have just forced battle phase. But that's fine. Ooh, I could still... a little more important to keep Magistrate on that. Oh yeah, no, he's got that. Yeah, it has to be no doubt. Does me in. So I got nothing. Also, DK looks fun too. Yeah, looking at Gandir Craft, I'm just like, what am I looking at? I don't understand how any of them work. And plus, you can apparently just special summon in face down defense position. And when that happens, like you don't even reveal what the card does to your opponent, so you don't even know what. Like that looks like it's pretty cool. Let's keep going. I need to use my Witchcrafters against Onyxia though. Hey, we won a coin toss after 6 games. Does your deck win any board breakers? Just talents. Yeah. This hand can work. Yep. Okay. Yep. Better that that gets negated than knowledge. That's for sure. It's funny, for the first 2 years, people kept asking me, what is Artemis in the extra deck? What does she do? Like, what effect is useful? They're like, I need to use Artemis to get card off the field. Hello there. Oh, no other effect. I think he's got something. Yeah. Let's try it this way then. I was going to add magic to the body and field, but also kind of like he's just going to negate the electric when I put him on the field. I think I can do this. This is a little bit better to do it this way. Baylor. Actually, it's a little bit more important here, I believe. I was gonna banish for Demon, but like, probably not. Not yet, at least. I kind of don't really want to draw into. I guess we just put a Jackal or something in there. Because I'm gonna add a Endymion back. 40 pound summon, so I gotta watch out for that. Yeah, that doesn't do anything. I don't have anything. Yep. Forehead, exactly. Alright, GG's. Ah. I think it was Ash and Valor. Online Minecraft seems like it was like made for cheaters. What do you mean? Mr. Negate is his name. This hand would have been much better than last one. For the timing, you know. I think it would have been excellent going first. Is this Telement? Luna Lights. Let's do anyway. Yeah, that's pretty good. Oh, we'll have to deal with this. Like you said, you you don't get to know what I set for the deck. Hopefully I followed the rules. I guess that's fair. Oh, we're a little late, bro. For some reason, the turns are hard to edit. Maybe when you understand it more, I guess. Do you have to edit through them all? Do we know what that last card in hand is? There's a gold Leo. Oh, Silver Hound. I give the activation, okay. Actually go +3. Oh yeah, we know 3 of the cards. There's 1 card in the hand we don't know about. Also, I'm noticing this guy and this in the opponent's name is Mr. Negate. Notice how the R in Mr. is not capitalized, so he's not just capitalizing the whole thing just to have caps locks on. So I honestly think that he's trying to go for his name is Mr. Negate is exactly what he's going for. What? Oh. Okay. Thank you. So I think effect failure needs a soundbite. Got any ideas? Yeah, use the one that Konami uses. What? Okay, we know what the last card in his hand is. He's got no hand traps then. And summon out 1. I think that's good enough. Oh shit. It must be better. My reaction to that soundbite. Why would he do that? I don't know. Why would you discard back C? Like I said, the other 2 cards in the hand, we know what it is. It's Perfume, and I think it's another Masquerade. It's 2 spells. What he went +3, that was what it was. Hang on. I'll find it. Yeah. He has another Masquerade and another Perfume in hand. Definitely wants to go lighter. Yeah, Masquerade's the other card in hand. It's either Masquerade or Perfume. Wow. Did he already use? I guess he did. What Liger out do we have? We have 3 Liger outs. Actually, I think we have 4. First Liger out. Yeah. Underworld Goddess. Second Liger out. Axis Code Talker, made with IP Masquerada. Third Liger out. Crusadia made with IP Masquerada. And the 4th Liger out, not you, is Cerberus. Cerberus can work on it. So he's just got the Golden Gate and Graveyard, and he's got double Liger removal thing, whatever. Okay, so using that very early, it looks like. I was tempted to use Beast Story first, but I just thought it'd be a waste. Yeah. So 7 here. We gotta deal with 2 board wipes, 2 monster board wipes. So it looks like from what I see here, yeah, hang on. Register. Service is not going to be out at the moment. Yeah, we're not doing that yet. So I could always try. Is he almost out of time or something? I think he turned his toggle off. Yeah, he's not going to be an out because he doesn't have a body on field. I'm gonna do this. Liger, Jack King cannot stop Liger. Just so people know. Perhaps I should have, something else. I don't know. Five and 6. 2, 3, and 4. Extra body. Alright. And the first out of Christmas! You. Alright. Yeah. Onto yet. Let's go upstart first. Okay, that's annoying. We just don't make it work, actually. I want to use Magister, but I can't really do that yet. Okay. Do we need light or do we need dark? Dark. We need dark. Okay. Because I can't use. So look at this. The cards that I can go into right now is here. It ends here. So we need dark here. Because I can't go into another out yet. Card effect. I'll do one of these. And then we got the second. He looks like he turned his toggle off. We could go Axe Code Talker, but I think this is better. Because this is, yeah. Access Code Talker is only 4,300. This is perfect 3,000. Now he cannot destroy Ava Max. Get out Endymion, because he won't be able to be destroyed by card effect. Damn, let's be low on time. I think so. Now we do this so that we can get the extra card in our hand. Pop, and let's put, I guess, Jacking back. Collection's cool. Okay. I want to get Cerberus. So if I can figure out a way to remove 8 to get Cerberus, that'll be great. I don't think I used Jack King's scale effect yet. Ooh. Bounce. Thinking here. Let's see here. Is there a way I can put another body that cannot be destroyed? I don't think so. So I could always try to get out. I used the void already. Yes. Okay. Function. Let's try it. The Gateway card. Not low on time. He just turned his toggle off. Yes. This counters. Okay, should be enough. Okay. Well, actually, it's enough, but also gonna be pretty bad if I I gotta think fast. 6 counters. Is 8 counter? Okay, this is okay. This is enough. Okay. Well, whoops. That's not good. I'm not gonna have enough for this. Yep, so moving the counters from Endymion was a bad idea. Yep. Okay. So I should have kept the counter on Endymion. I thought I think I miscounted. That's 5 and 1. Yeah, okay. I miscounted. So I thought I had one extra counter to leave on Endymion. Must be low on time. Going crazy, yeah. So Cody, your top we play absolutely hilarious. Yeah, thanks. First, I was loving it for being a maxi deck I won, but then Discord happened and it became so much more hilarious. Yeah. So I'm thinking the other strategy I was thinking of is instead of removing 8 counters, remove 6 counters. So I'd still have 2 counters left on the board. Scale Jackal King, pop it to get out Jackal. I'd have 4 counters, and then Jackal will move 3 counters, get out Cerberus, still wouldn't have enough. Does Guy have anything else? Oh, Duel. Okay. He just drew it, by the way. Guys, think about how much bodies I just put on the field, by the way. How many bodies I put on? I had to go through Underworld Goddess and Avermax. Which means that was like upwards of 9 bodies to put out. Otherwise, Electrobite was a link too. So yeah, I definitely could have like had Reflection and Garuda still, and a Endymion on the field as well with Magister in the scale. It would have been like Reflection and Magister as well as an Endymion negate would have been much better. Okay. As long as he doesn't have removal. Oh yeah, I gotta watch out for something. Collider Chick's effect is gonna be pretty bad. You put a acting cards and effects. Put its cards effects cannot be active during the battle phase. Can be pretty bad. Returning Lego Dancer. Does he have the Avamax out though? He does. Yeah, he can out Avamax. If he banishes Collider Trick from Graveyard, he can stop Avamax from getting attacked during the battle phase, and Lego Dance can attack over him. Yeah, a DB with a counter would have been really nice to have. So it was definitely a misplay on my part. Is it just gonna be Lego Dancer though? Does he have anything else he can use? He's got a discard card though, doesn't he? No? I lose attack equal to my original defense. Okay. Paperbacks. I'm sorry. It's just that interaction makes me laugh. Dude, no way. No way. No way. No way. No way. I can't read! Time limit win! Oh, okay. No, we would have... Yeah, we had that. I'm sorry. It's just when people don't understand that Apex is for battle, it always gets me to laugh. Okay, we saving that, absolutely. Oh, that's funny. Is this the one where the opponent destroys my card? Yeah. Okay. I don't know what duel this one is, but we'll delete it. Okay, we're gonna call it after. I think that is a great way to end stream. I think that is a great way to end it. Oh my goodness. That won't stop me! Because I can't read yet. That's what I was referencing, but it was like super slow. I outed 2 Legos. Actually, I outed 3 Legos. They put it out of the Lego for me at the end. Oh wow, Dark Ruler. Could have been annoying. Oh, so yeah, he was only at 2 Lego dances, which means if he had 3 Lego dances, then it could have been pretty bad, considering he could have, he would circled one of them to X extra deck, and he could have used the polarization, to use with his graveyard, because it says, if you discard, and if you do, and then he confuses about, like, okay, so, I thought he got to use it by banishing from your graveyard's material, but no, it's only if he discards a card, and if he discarded the poly, he obviously wouldn't have gotten to do that. But, yeah, I outed 2 Lego dances. Now, obviously, you could say stuff like, oh, he didn't use the Lego Dancer's effect at all, so that, like, he should have had that win. Like, maybe, but also, like, he was just holding on to it. So, I feel as like he wouldn't have used that thing until, like, after the Underworld Goddess, you know, send. But if he used the first Lego Dancer to destroy before the first Underworld Goddess, the second Underworld Goddess would have linked away the other one that didn't use its effect yet, because I was going to continue more on. Remember, I summoned out 9 monsters, so it's, like, I only had about 3 bosses on the field at one time, because that's all it took to go into Underworld Goddess. So it's not like, oh, we had 9 bosses, but Lego Dancer can take out 5 monsters at once. Like, yes, it can, but I was not going to put that many monsters on the field at all. So I'd be having 3 bodies, and then I'd go first Underworld Goddess. And if you would have popped the board on the 3 bodies, it still had enough for 6 extra other bodies. But yeah, that was good. I think we're gonna definitely have that one saved, VF. Definitely get that one saved, because that was good. Reading Game of Max. This is meme-worthy. Clip this. Activate Piffy Nitsa on a Link monster. Yeah, that was funny, though. Like, I'm not, like, mocking the opponent and be like, ha, your card doesn't do anything. I'm mocking the whole idea of, why is that card even activatable? There's no monster that can lose a defense. I'm like, my monster loses defense. Okay. I thought that was funny. You underestimate power, don't you underestimate my power! Don't try it. Attacks the Day for Max. Okay, that would be funny, VF, actually. If we use that in a video, we're just gonna put, Little Light Lego Dancer, Max. I have the high ground, Lego Dancer. You underestimate my power! Crashes into Max. Oh. Shows Link Monster. Does this have defense pose? Is that the one meme of the guy putting his hand up to the top left corner? Is this? Yeah. You know what? That's a good. Okay, so we're gonna have to write this down for the video that comes up soon. So yeah. In summary, we didn't move at all today, but like I said at the very beginning of stream, deranking is the worst thing. And although we did derank, we still got it back. So like, I'm fine being a Diamond 4. We have the rest of this season to get Master Rank, so it's still just the very beginning, so I'm not terribly worried at the moment. And at the moment, we got some couple of funny replays, so this is one that definitely needs to go, because outing 2 Lego Dancer is actually crazy. And we still had a third out in a way, because Axis Go Talker. But yeah, we went through Underworld Goddess and Avermax, and the fact that I was able to spam that many bodies on the field is actually crazy. Like, even I sometimes impress myself. That's like, oh, I'm so good low. No, Endymions can spam out bodies. It's crazy. I think it's cool. Obviously, I've been using this deck for 7 years, but it still baffles me how it just looks like, at face value, like, oh, you got 2 Pedalums and some spells, and then it does all that. So, sometimes I lose a little bit of hope thinking, like, oh, maybe Endymions is finally power crept. And, I mean, to be fair, it is really power crept, but the deck still has its power from 2019. And although everything else is a lot, like, monumental, towering above everything else, that power is still competent enough to get what it needs to get done. So I'm very happy I picked some Endymions back when I did, because it's definitely one of those decks that always gonna be able to be usable. Although a lot of the times it does get hit by infinite draws and horrible stuff, but it still has its potential still. Unlike if you try to use Fortune Ladies to try to get to Master 1, like, yeah, no, there's no chance. But Demons always has that chance to get those wins, and it's really satisfying and fun to use, so I'm happy I have this deck. We should Star Wars that whole duel. It was some movie stuff. Yeah, I guess we should. Okay, if we're gonna Star Wars the whole duel, the moment the second Liger Date song comes out in the field, we gotta use the meme, "Oh, this is getting out of hand! Now there are two of them!" There's so many Star Wars memes that we can use for the entirety of the game. Okay. Do it with the 4 Japanese burning? Yeah. Oh, you're approaching me? Oh, you're approaching me. Hey God, this whole operation was your idea. Yeah. Anyway, appreciate everyone for being here. There's so many Star Wars memes you can use for that. So VF, definitely get that saved and label that one up so that we can we don't lose that. Absolutely, we don't want to lose that. Let's see who we can raid as well. But for people watching this, I appreciate everyone for being here. We have 37 people watching. I still love that people are still eager to watch and join after all this. People are dropping off, I see, but it's fine. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. Or was that just Duel Links? Wait, are Fortune Ladies DC shenanigans? Yeah, that's Duel Links. Ho ho, you're approaching me in battle phase? Yeah. Appreciate you all so much for being here. I'll be live again on Saturday next week. And also, next week, Sunday, I'll be doing a longer stream as well. Due to the fact that the thing I have after work, they're not doing it after work. My Bible study that I usually do, because it's Mother's Day. They said, no, not doing that next Sunday. So I'll have a longer streaming time next Sunday as well. Thanks for the stream. Appreciate you so much, Crest. I can't kick your head without getting closer. Nice. Yeah, there's a lot of potential. And people, you guys have a great night. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, I hope to see you guys next week.